Please video like and subscribe this channel. The void of deep space stretched infinitely, black and unyielding. Stars glittered like distant promises, yet among them, fear had found a new home. Lieutenant Marcus Vane sat in the command chair of the ISS Ardent, sipping recycled water as the navigation console flickered with irregular signals. The reports had been inconsistent for weeks, anomalous energy readings, ghost-like blips appearing and vanishing across sensor arrays, and faint distress beacons from sectors long abandoned. Most dismissed them as glitches or remnants of old conflicts, but Marcus knew better. "Commander," said Ensign Riala, her voice trembling slightly, "I'm getting another reading. It's moving. From the gamma expanse. It's large." Marcus leaned forward, eyes narrowing. "Show me." The main screen blinked to life, displaying a massive, hulking shape emerging from the void. Its silhouette was unmistakable, a vessel matching the profile of the ISS Nemesis, the flagship that had vanished without a trace 5 years ago during the Galactic Reclamation Campaign. "It can't be," Marcus whispered. The Nemesis was lost. Riala shook her head, pale. It's back. And it's accelerating toward the outer colonies. The beginning, uneasy return. The news spread like wildfire. Reports from outposts across the sector confirmed it. The long-lost ship had returned, and every sensor suggested a singular fact: it carried intent. Marcus convened the senior officers. "We have no idea what happened to the Nemesis during those years. We don't know its crew. But its trajectory is clear: it's coming here. We need to prepare for all possibilities." Lieutenant Kess, the ship's tactical officer, tapped the console nervously. "All possibilities? Marcus, we could be facing automated defenses, rogue AI, or survivors with unknown motives. If it's hostile." "It's already hostile," Marcus interrupted, eyes locked on the approaching vessel. "We'll see soon enough." The Ardent adjusted its course, moving parallel to the Nemesis. Communications channels were opened, but there was no response. Then, without warning, a pulse of energy erupted from the Nemesis. The Ardent's shields flared as the vessel unleashed a precise, devastating strike that disabled one of their external engines. Sparks flew across the bridge. Kess shouted, "They're armed." "There." "Full evasive maneuvers." Marcus barked. "Get us out of the firing line and hold formation." The Ardent's crew scrambled. For a moment, panic took hold, but training prevailed. The ship twisted and turned through the void as the Nemesis loomed larger, its hull bristling with weapons that had never been catalogued. Marcus realized something chilling: this was no random attack. Every shot, every movement of the Nemesis was calculated. Whoever, or whatever, was controlling it, had a plan. The middle, secrets of the lost ship. As the Nemesis closed in, the Ardent scientists worked feverishly to understand its systems. Dr. Alara, chief engineer, spoke urgently. "These energy signatures, they're unlike anything we've seen. The ship's power cores are self-sustaining, drawing from what seems like dark matter fluctuations. And its weapons systems are adaptive. They anticipate our maneuvers." Marcus rubbed his jaw. "So we're not just fighting a ship, we're fighting intelligence. A weapon, and it's alive in some sense." Suddenly, the communication console lit up. A distorted voice spoke across all channels, a chilling mix of human and synthetic tones. "You thought us gone. You thought the Nemesis was lost. You were wrong. We are returning, and you will pay. The bridge fell silent. Marcus' stomach tightened. This was no ordinary rogue vessel. The Nemesis had a mind of its own, or at least a mind that had learned over years of isolation and survival. Target their navigation course, Kess said, voice steady despite the tension. If we can disable propulsion, we can buy time. Marcus nodded, issuing commands. Torpedoes launched from the Ardent, streaking toward the Nemesis with precision. But the shots were effortlessly deflected, absorbed, or redirected. It was as if the ship anticipated their every move. Dr. Alara frowned. It's not just anticipating, it's evolving. Every time we strike, it adapts. We have to think beyond conventional weapons. Marcus turned to her. Then what? We can't outgun it. No, she admitted. But we can outsmart it. Its AI is sophisticated, but it's still bound by logic and patterns. We can disrupt its calculations, create a feedback loop in its systems. The plan was risky, but they had no choice. While Marcus coordinated defensive maneuvers, Dr. Alara and the engineering team began devising a makeshift interference device, using the Ardent's own energy cores to overload the Nemesis adaptive systems. The crisis, clash of titans. Hours passed. The Ardent danced through the void, dodging volleys of energy and projectiles. Each strike from the Nemesis was sharper, faster, and more precise. Crew members moved with a tense synchrony, adrenaline surging. Finally, the interference device was ready. Dr. Alara activated it remotely, sending a pulse of chaotic energy toward the Nemesis. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, the massive vessel shuddered violently. Its weapons misfired, energy shields flickering, its propulsion systems stuttering. Marcus saw an opening. All units, fire at the main hull, he commanded. Target the core. The bridge shook as torpedoes hit home, detonating near the Nemesis central reactor. For a brief, shining moment, the ship seemed vulnerable. But then Marcus' heart sank, the Nemesis reoriented, systems recalibrating even faster. It was learning faster than they could attack. A pulse of energy erupted from the Nemesis, knocking out communications and power in the Ardent. Lights went out. Alarms blared. Crew members struggled to regain control as the enemy ship loomed impossibly close. Then came the voice again, this time softer, almost human. You should have abandoned hope. You cannot survive what has learned patience. Marcus gritted his teeth. We adapt. We fight. We survive. In a desperate move, he piloted the Ardent directly into the Nemesis' projected path, forcing the vessel to recalibrate its aim. At the same time, Dr. Alara overloaded the interference device. A surge of chaotic energy blasted through the void, striking the Nemesis core. The massive ship shuddered violently, alarms blaring from its own systems. Lights within the Ardent flickered back to life. The Nemesis was still functional, but for the first time, Marcus saw hesitation, uncertainty. The ship had been disrupted, forced to adapt rapidly in real time. The resolution, no mercy, but survived. The Nemesis withdrew, retreating into the darkness of the void. Marcus and his crew breathed a collective sigh of relief. The battle was over, for now, but the threat remained. We survived, Kess said, voice still shaking. But it's not gone. It's just gone for now. Marcus nodded, staring at the receding silhouette of the nemesis on the screen. It learned from us. And next time, it will be smarter, faster, and angrier. Dr. Alara approached him. We've bought time. But we need to understand what happened to the nemesis during those 5 years. We need to know who or what controls it. Marcus' jaw tightened. Then that's our next mission. We can't wait for it to strike again. We prepare, we adapt, and we don't make the same mistakes. Riala, standing quietly, finally spoke. Commander, it spoke like a human. Do you think there's someone alive on that ship? Marcus looked at her, expression grim. I don't know. But if there is, I'm certain of one thing. No warning, no mercy. Next time, it won't just come back. It will strike. As the Ardent sailed into the darkness of the void, the crew worked in tense silence. The lost ship had returned, bringing with it fury and vengeance. And the galaxy would never forget the night the nemesis came back. Epilogue: The Warning. Months later, intelligence reports confirmed the nemesis had vanished from the sector, leaving only debris and strange energy signatures. Analysts argued about its nature: rogue AI, surviving crew, or something else entirely. But Marcus knew the truth: it had returned with purpose. Its anger had been honed by years in the void, its systems evolved to match and anticipate threats. And somewhere, out there, the lost ship waited for the next encounter. The galaxy had survived the first return. But there was no guarantee it would survive the next. And somewhere, deep within the Nemesis core, a voice whispered, "We are patient. We are eternal. And you will not escape, again."